In the dead of night, under the faint glow of starlight, the thunderous roar of Israeli strike forces shattered the tense calm hovering over Gaza. Codenamed Operation Iron Fist, the audacious raid deep in enemy territory sent shockwaves that could be felt for miles. Elite Israeli commandos and cutting-edge drones stealthily penetrated the tightly guarded Hamas strongholds, leaving nothing but rubble and dust in their wake. A message had been sent. In the ongoing shadow war between these bitter foes, there would be no safe havens left untouched. The bolts have been loosed, and the battle for Gaza's skies, streets, and seas has begun in the earnest once more. In a relentless campaign, the Israeli army has struck hundreds of Hamas targets, dealing a significant blow to the organization. The assault included a precise and intense bombardment, marking the heaviest in history against both Hamas targets and enemy headquarters since October 7th. The IDF's Arabic-speaking Lieutenant Colonel Aish Adre issued a stern warning to Hamas's Shia battalion, presenting them with a decisive choice: surrender and disarm, or face a fate akin to that of the Wassam Farat. Adre emphasized the psychological pressure integral to achieving victory in wars, adding a dimension beyond sheer strength and determination. Our team, committed to impartial reporting, has meticulously gathered current information, conducting a successful study. We present these developments with a storytelling flair. Don't forget to subscribe to support us. Now, let's delve into the post-ceasefire actions of the Israeli army. In the early morning hours, Israel initiated a massive airstrike, targeting crucial tunnel entrances where Hamas militants were stationed. The strikes caused a cacophony, echoing through the city and raising a significant dust clouds. Israel released footage showcasing both aerial and ground operations in the Gaza Strip, highlighting the Air Force's precision targeting of tunnels, command centers, and weapons depots. Overnight, troops from the 7th Armored Brigade executed drone strikes on identified Hamas operatives, while the Israeli Navy contributed by bombarding areas affiliated with Hamas's naval forces. Major General Gallant declared the army's achievements in the Gaza Strip as amazing, with thousands of terrorists neutralized, dozens of headquarters hit, and significant data obtained. Units of the 551st Replacement Brigade discovered and destroyed a Hamas tunnel shaft in the yard of a school in Bat Leah. The 501st Brigade completed its operations around Jabalia, and the IDF attacked 800 tunnel shafts on Sunday, underscoring the extensive efforts to dismantle Hamas infrastructure. These actions, though, only scratched the surface of the broader campaign against the organization. As the Israeli Defense Forces, or IDF, confront the intricate challenge of tunnel warfare, the situation takes on a protracted dimension. To effectively dismantle these tunnels, specialized units like Yahalom and other engineering teams must meticulously map every section, a process that demands significant time. The IDF's strategic decisions become apparent, as controlling 80% or more of northern Gaza weeks ago would have allowed them to target only a fraction of the tunnels by now, primarily in the northern region. The complexities intensify when considering the southern Gaza tunnels, indicating that the tunnel warfare is intricate and requires comprehensive strategies. During this, the United States is reinforcing its military presence, responding to an escalated conflict in the Middle East. The region finds itself at a critical juncture where every move carries significant consequences for nations involved. Groups backed by Iran attempted assaults on American bases in Iraq and Syria, prompting swift intervention by American jets. In retaliation, the US launched attacks on airports used by Iran-backed terrorists. In a surprising development, reports suggested that American forces are relocating from northern Iraq to Syria. This maneuver, executed over 2 days, involved the transfer of various military equipment to locations in northeastern Syria where US Marines are stationed. The US deployed special military equipment in 3 convoys, marked by American flags, from Harir Air Base to Hakka in Syria. The objectives behind these moves are multifaceted. First, there's a clear effort to bolster regional military strength, likely in response to potential threats from Iranian-backed groups. Second, Given the multiple attempts at attacks on American outposts in Iraq, the US is actively preparing to secure its positions and interests in the region. As these complex geopolitical maneuvers unfold, the world watches closely, recognizing the weight of every action in determining the destiny of nations amidst the critical phase in the Middle East. Against the backdrop of heightened tensions, the United States has unmistakably positioned itself for strategic actions in Syria over the past few days. This proactive stance serves to curtail the strengthening of parties backed by Iran, preventing the accumulation of substantial influence in the Middle East. So during these geopolitical maneuvers, the focus on Hezbollah, a significant terrorist organization sponsored by Iran, becomes paramount. Recognized for planning attacks from various directions, Hezbollah aims to launch an assault on northern Israel from its base in southern Lebanon. In response, Israel has taken decisive measures to counteract these threats. Once again breaking the current ceasefire, Israeli forces resumed their attacks on Hezbollah's strongholds in southern Lebanon's Hula region. The Israeli military targeted Hezbollah strongholds near the town of Hula, responding to multiple attacks initiated by terrorists from this direction. This outfit, known as Ashab, associated with terrorism, faced retaliation from Hezbollah, shattering their silence. In the direction of Gaza, Israeli forces, in response to provocations, bombed Hezbollah's strongholds, notably close to the town of Hula. The artillery strikes targeted the border town's observation points and other attack locations, rendering numerous military infrastructures useless. In response to Hezbollah's offensive attempt, the Israeli military swiftly activated unmanned aerial vehicles to launch a decisive attack on Kila. This tactical move successfully thwarted Hezbollah's offensive, significantly diminishing the regional attack capabilities of the terrorist group. The Israeli military's counterattack involves a combination of artillery and airstrikes, strategically targeted at Hezbollah strongholds. This proactive retaliation not only keeps terrorist attacks at bay, but also reduces the likelihood of strikes at these locations, safeguarding the region from potential threats. The utilization of unmanned aerial vehicles for surveillance is a standard practice, enabling the Israeli military to track the movements of terrorist groups. This surveillance allows for immediate responses to any detected questionable activity, ensuring that precautions are taken in a timely manner to prevent terrorists from amassing authority. It's worth noting that Israel has achieved remarkable progress in various areas, exemplified by the recent developments in the West Bank. As our dedicated team works tirelessly throughout the day, providing comprehensive and accurate news coverage, we extend our sincere gratitude for your unwavering support. Your contributions are an incredible inspiration to us as we continue to deliver news that matters. If you wish to further support our cause, your involvement is deeply appreciated. The Israeli army recently initiated significant changes by moving into the West Bank. Reports indicate that the northernmost portion of the West Bank is now under Israeli control. Notably, a substantial number of Merkava tanks were deployed to the Jenin area as a part of a raid mission targeting Hamas fighters. Tensions escalated due to numerous terrorist attacks, leading to Israeli forces raiding Hamas positions. The fighting resulted in the neutralization and detentions of militants. Israeli forces encircled the Jenin area, revealing Hamas's true positions. Raids on Hamas strongholds yielded the seizure of numerous weapons, hindering their ability to rally or flee. The West Bank and Jerusalem are anticipated to witness an escalation in Israeli military might to prevent the consolidation of Hamas authority. The Israeli military is expected to strengthen its presence in the southern and northern regions, with contingency plans in place at various border locations. The situation has broader implications, with Lebanon issuing significant declarations and seeking additional weaponry amid concerns of an escalation. International politics, particularly the involvement of powerful nations like the United States, play a crucial role in shaping the developments of the war. The US is increasing its military presence, particularly in the regions surrounding the Red Sea, in response to actions by Iranian-backed groups in regions like Iraq and Yemen. The recent assault attempts by the Houthi terrorist group in Yemen led to heightened naval activity in the Red Sea by the US Navy. This proactive measure resulted in the interception of UAVs and cruise missiles intended for attacks on Israel. Subscribing enables you to follow newly uploaded videos. Wishing everyone a peaceful day.